It's time to ditch the excuses about being too old to work out or to get into good shape. Age is absolutely not a barrier to working out. It really, really isn't. And I hear so many people asking me this question: am I too old to do ballet workouts? Is it too late for me to get into shape? The answer to that is absolutely not. It really isn't. But I get it. You know, as we start to age and our body's going through these natural changes, particularly with our hormones as women, we are going to experience maybe some weight gain around the midsection. We are going to start having those aches and pains in the body. You might be getting niggles in your knees and your back, and it's really, really frustrating. But a lot of the times people experience that and just give up and say, well, I'm just too old to do that. And that can be because you're comparing what you did in your 20s to what you think your body can do now. But just as we need to adapt in many ways to the aging process, particularly with our diet as well, we need to do the same with our exercise. So post the age 35, when our metabolism starts to drop and our muscle mass drops, we do need to focus more on building that muscle mass. And when we do that, then we can increase our metabolism and we're going to stop gaining weight around the midsection and you're going to lose it. So there are things that we can do to improve our situation, and that does involve moving on a regular basis. Put aside the frustration at what you consider your body can't currently do and focus on what it can do. Because if you do that and you start to build the strength, you'll be really, really surprised what your body can achieve going forwards. And you may well then be able to do what you were doing in your 20s. But there's no point sitting at home thinking, I want to run, but I can't because of my knees, and then doing nothing. If you enjoy running, that's great. But if your knees won't withstand it, you need to find something else, and better to find something that's strengthening your body anyway. And, you know, we need to, the older we get, the more we need to move, because we want to be able-bodied. We want to, you know, when we have grandchildren, if we're lucky enough to have them, to be able to get up and down off the floor and play with them and not be struggling and having to push up on the sofa to get up off the floor. If we can do our absolute best to prevent that, then that's the right thing to do. But it's not going to magically happen because we hope that we'll be in that situation. We have to be intentional about it. And, you know, the word old is not a number. It doesn't matter. I've seen people in their 40s and 50s that are so much fitter than teenagers, people in their 20s that I see. Old is not a number. Old is a feeling. Old is, you know, having poor posture. Old is struggling with your balance, being hindered by your movement, not being able to get up and down off the floor, as I say. So old is absolutely not a number. It doesn't matter if if it's in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. It really doesn't matter, provided your body is moving. And the best way to achieve that is to keep moving forwards and stop using the excuse of your age. You are never, ever too old to get into shape. And I know a number of people inside my membership who say they're now in the best shape they have ever been in their lives. So ballet workouts can do that for you because they're low impact. They're not hurting any of your joints. They're strengthening your body. You can build confidence doing them so that you can then get out there and do even more. So please don't let age be a barrier to you getting into the best shape of your life. Get out there, move regularly, and feel wonderful.